Stupidly epic. Hello guys, Prime here. So, wee bit of different video today. I'm going to be talking about MediEvil. Now, this isn't a review of MediEvil. This is almost like a review of the reviews of MediEvil. It's been bamboozling me, guys. It's been a crazy week for me because I've been playing through MediEvil, and I've just finished it yesterday. I've not done the bonus stuff with the Lost Souls or anything yet, but I'm going to be doing that. But I finished the game, got all the chalices, you know, got the proper ending in that, and I have loved this remake from start to finish. It's probably one of the most faithful recreations of any game that I've ever played, and it's just so charming, so full of character, so, you know, like the way they've animated everything, the way they've like redrawn everything is wonderful. It's beautiful. Now, the game though, by, you know, all these like trusted reviewers and trusted outlets and that, has been getting completely raked over the coals. I mean, some reviewers have highly praised it. You know, some reviewers have given it like upwards of like 80 and like in the reviews and that. But the average score for this game, as of recording, is sitting at a 68. 68. And the original has an 80. It was like the aggregate score for the original game is 80% on Game Rankings, but the aggregate score on OpenCritic is a 68, and like only 30% of those reviewers recommend playing the game, and it's just so confusing to me, guys, because I mean, the biggest criticism of this game is that it doesn't do anything to change up the gameplay, right? Is that for some reason they remade the game, but they didn't, like, you know, it feels it's a 20-year-old game, and it feels like a 20-year-old game, but all they've done is just improve the graphics. And I mean, that's true. They never said they were going to do anything different than that. that was the aim of the game, is to like create this like remake of the original MediEvil. And like they did tweak like camera controls and that. Now you can like move the camera with the right analog stick and that. And there's like an over-the-shoulder camera as well if you hold the L2 trigger. But for the most part, everybody's complaining that, you know, like it doesn't play well. You know, it's aged horribly. But you look at games like the Spyro and Crash Bandicoot trilogies that just got released, and all they did was improve the visuals as well. Well, in the Crash and Spyro trilogy's case, they also improved all the audio because they wanted to like sort of rearrange all the music and things like that. But that's neither here nor there. Crash and Spyro play exactly as they did. You know, they didn't do anything different from their gameplay, and maybe that's telling of the overall sort of like quality of gameplay that Crash and Spyro had versus maybe what MediEvil had. And I understand that MediEvil wasn't the best controlling game, but you know, with the advancement of like having the camera able to be used on the right analog stick, it really has helped the sort of the fiddly bits, like the weird like bits of platforming and stuff like that just didn't really work. See, there's like a little wee glitches like this here, like the slidiness for some reason. It's like you slide your character around. I don't know why that was happening. That was confusing me. I was like, oh no, what's going on here? But like, so the game's not perfect, and I understand that, right? But to score it lower than the original, when this game only improves upon what the original did. It improves it visually. It adds the camera controls, like I said. So like, it's not like the game's gotten any worse. So why is it deserving of a 68 versus like the original getting an 80%, you know? Crash is the Crash Insane Trilogy is also sitting at an 80%. So the original MediEvil and the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy are on the same level, but for some reason this remake, which only improves upon the original, is less for some reason. And I just don't quite understand that. I don't get it. It's flummoxing me, guys. I really want people to play this, because this was the game's chance, you know? This was MediEvil's chance to make a comeback and have, like, possibly have, like, a new sequel getting made and all that. But, you know, that as it stands, it looks like, you know, nobody's going to even give this a second look because of the terrible review scores that it's getting. And like I said, like that, I'm not saying across the board it's getting terrible review scores. The average is sitting at 68. Some people have given it like really high scores, but then there's people who have given it like a 20%. And it's like, this game is not a 20. This game is nowhere near a 20. There are far worse games deserving of a 20 that's higher than that. It's, yeah. But these people are, like, trusted with, like, reviews. They're trusted with reviewing the game fairly, but they're giving it, like, a 20. That is absolutely unreasonable. It's almost like they just had it out for the game or something, you know? Like, from the get-go. I don't know, guys. I'm just sad that this game is getting, like, completely raked over the coals. And again, I'm not saying it's everybody. I mean, like, if you go to Metacritic, the average, you know, score for just ordinary users, like actual players of the game, not like reviewers, not like people who have like jobs reviewing games, is sitting at like an 8.5, which is very good. But your average person is going to look at the review scores and be like, well, this game must be total garbage then, if it's sitting at 68, you know? And I know like 68 isn't dire. It's not like sitting at a 50, or it's not sitting at a 40 or anything like that. It's not saying that the game's totally garbage. I know like a 70-ish, 7.5. You know, even at that though, I think that's still a bit too low. Like I watched the Easy Allies review, I watched Jim Sterling's impressions of it, and I mean, like, they both say pretty much the same thing, and like everybody seems to agree that it's the gameplay that's the problem. But like I said, the original game got an 80, you know, and this is sitting at 68, and I just don't understand if all this game does is improve on the original, how it could be lower than the original. I don't know, guys. I just wanted to get my thoughts out there, though. Just sort of let you guys understand how I'm feeling about the whole situation. Because, like I said, I played through this game and I flippin' loved it. It's just one of the most fun experiences that I've had on a stream for a long time, you know? And this only lasted me like 5 episodes on stream, like 5 2-hour episodes, and I was pretty much done with the game, you know? So, yeah, guys, that's probably the end of the video right now. If you're on the fence with this game, and you're worried, you know, that it's going to let you down, it's going to, you know, it's not going to be worth it or whatever like that, guys, this game is very much worth it, because they're selling it as a budget title. They're selling it, like, over here I bought it for like £20, which is like, what, $30 US? They're not selling it for 60, guys. They're not selling it as a full price game. The game's not expensive, you know. And I feel that's almost like a slap to the face for selling it for that cheap, because it's almost like Sony, by the end of the development of the game, had no faith that the game would do well. And I mean, the review scores are obviously amplifying that fact. So that it's almost like they've seen the writing on the wall, and we're like, oh, we better only make it like, you know, $30 or whatever like that, because people will never buy it otherwise. But guys, like I said, I love this game. Like playing the game with the new visuals alone was worth the experience, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it, guys. So yeah, I think that's me for now, guys. I hope you found the video interesting. I hope you found my thoughts about what I've been seeing about the reviews and all that interesting. Just some food for thought, you know. Just thinking about like how, you know, reviews can be like, you know, reviews are powerful things in the right hands, and you know, people are going to see those reviews, and you know, they'll run with those scores and that, you know. So hopefully you won't, you know, you won't take those review scores, if you are indeed listening to these people and like listening to like the really low scores and stuff like that. I hope you don't take those review scores as gospel. You know, I hope you sort of like take it with a grain of salt, and sort of like with the price of the game, just get the game. Make your own mind up whether you liked it or not. You know, I feel it was definitely worth it, and I actually feel like it was worth more money than what I paid for it. I wish there was a way that I could have paid more money to buy the game. But physically, you can only buy it one way. You know, there's only one edition of the game physically, so I bought the physical copy of the game, and that was it. Yeah. Anyway, guys. Yeah. Sorry for rambling at the end there, but yeah. Thank you so very much for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now, guys. Bye.